Hello, everyone. As you start coming on in, oh, yeah, we are live on Substack. Good. Hello, everyone. Welcome as you start coming on in.
Live.
I'm Nick Perro, not your dad, joined by my friend, Dr. Eric Lulov. I don't know. Hold on. We don't have nameplates on today.
I see that.
Oh, that's why. Just Eric today again. Eric, how are you?
What's
How
up,
are you
buddy?
doing,
I'm
brother?
all right. I kind of caught that cyclospora parasite.
Oh, gross.
No, it's nasty. It's just I had a pre-made salad from the local supermarket and thought it was clean. Assuming it's clean, it's not clean. So it's been a fun 24 hours.
So we're gonna talk about this for a second. So I was just talking with Ron Placone, who's a comedian, and for the intelligent masculinity, and we actually touched a little bit on RFK, and I know Eric, you were there for a little bit to listen.
I was watching the health
And
hearing yesterday. That was fun too.
so, what as a medical professional, also, but just as Eric too, who's had to eat just a salad that was at just a grocery store. How do you think this is gonna like impact us at this point? Like, what do you think are the actual ramifications of this bullshit?
So here's the deal. So when you don't have proper CDC monitoring, you don't have proper FDA guidance on inspection of food sources and food quality, and you don't have proper you're not kicking out proper informational communiques and guidance to that are for the public health. You basically are going to have what's happening around the country, which is you have this little parasite which sits in your GI tract. And for lack of a better term, everybody, I know it's lunchtime, and except for those of you on the West Coast who are probably just getting into work right now, but the reality is that this causes some significant GI issues, from feelings of fullness to bloated to sulfur burping to flatulence to explosive diarrhea. You don't have any will to eat. Like it's appetite suppressing. So I'm after the show and after my hearing in a half an hour, I have an ALJ hearing that I have to do as a subject matter expert for a Medicare audit. I will be running to the pharmacy to pick up Bactrim, which is the therapy for this. So, yay for me! Fuck my life. Fuck my life, right?
And you're lucky because you have the healthcare and the ability to get what you need for medical coverage on this. And there was a question from Priscilla in the chat. Do you think Donald Trump did this on purpose? Yes. Short answer, yes. Not this virus, but the destruction of the
CDC.
U.S. healthcare system and the Health and Human Services in general, and the CDC and our governance systems for the FDA and others. Absolutely, yes, because that was part of Project 2025. They told us this is what they were going to do. They were going to roll back all of our health and human services because waste, fraud, and abuse.
Oh, this just gets better. If you don't mind, I'm just going to commandeer the half.
Oh, keep going, man.
So here's where we are right now.
This is eugenics, by the way. This is eugenics in practice.
Say that so we're seeing the pattern of eugenics in multiple. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Where we're seeing this in multiple facets of government. We're seeing it in the education department with the complete decimation of the Department of Education. We're seeing this at HHS. We're seeing this in the VA. We're going to start seeing it. You're already starting to see it in the Defense Department with this testosterone testing bullshit.
Oh my God, I saw that yesterday. What the fucking stupid?
Hold on. You're saying that you don't want to. I want to get the language right. I think Melissa put something out. Melissa Corrigan posted something yesterday that she had it like it's the invasiveness of treating people's bodies. Like this is mandatory. Now I understand. Like, okay, in the military, there's certain things you got to do, but taking care of low T is not going to stop a soldier from getting fucking coronavirus or
Also,
not getting the flu or not getting cyclospora or not getting Ebola or some other communicable disease, high transmission rate. I don't care what your level of testosterone is. It's not going to fix that shit. It's not even covering that unless you're
also,
going to super
isn't
these guys and you're going to make
isn't
them.
isn't this gender affirming care?
It is gender affirming care because you're specifically targeting men.
Just saying, like, this is gender affirming care.
That's the term. It's gender affirming care. Thank you.
They want to radicalize gender affirming care for men while taking it away for everybody else. And it's only focused on testosterone, nothing else. And it's not to what, like, just fuck you guys. Health and Human Services is actually supposed to help people, not Health and Human Sacrifices. Like, we're not supposed to sacrifice the public. It's for public good, not for public sacrifice. And like you just started talking about the numbers piece of it. And I want to wrap this into some of the efforts that I've been doing on the Say No To Crip Crow side with Sick of This Shit publications and Disability Community for Democracy, because I work with both. Hold on one second. Yes, buddy.
So on the gender affirming care side of everything,
go that way before we go the Olmstead side.
Right. So they've already eliminated contraception and abortion care for women in the military. Right. That's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But it's okay to pump men full of testosterone.
Yeah. For no fucking reason either.
Now, so here's what they did. So if you're 30 years of age or older, it's mandatory. It's a mandatory test. You don't have the option to opt out. If you're under 30,
but you can opt out of a flu vaccine.
Right. But so, like, this is, I'm so beside myself because I'm also pissed as hell over the help committee yesterday. Mm-hmm. So the Senate also met yesterday, and that was the other concurrent hearing that was going on at the same time as Blanche's confirmation hearing, which the Democrats were just fecklessly weak as shit yesterday.
Nobody cares about the Democratic Party.
Exactly. However, I will say, Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, who chairs the Senate Help Committee, which is the Health Education Committee, they were interviewing Dr. Schwartz, and she was the candidate to be the CDC director. She was the nominee to replace the CDC director, who, remember, was fired after 29 days for basically for going against the secretary on vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
So one of our colleagues on Substack, Dr. Faust, not Fauci, Faust. It's in my Substack. I restacked it today. He had a very eloquent article on dismantling what happened in the hearing yesterday. She's very accomplished. She's a 2-star admiral in the U.S. Navy, physician, very good reputation. I really thought, and then she just basically fell apart on this. She fell apart in her testimony. She wouldn't agree that, if they gave you an illegal order to stop vaccines, would she? She's, that would never happen.
Yes, it would. There's a reason that question is being asked, because that is a clear, it would happen.
Of course it will happen. I mean, it happened, it happened in the, she completely destroyed her reputation. She completely tanked in the hearing. Literally on so many, asked if she would carry out an order to stop promoting the flu vaccine. She said she wouldn't answer it directly. She claimed she was completely unaware of recent HHS policy spurning mRNA vaccine research. She didn't know that. She had no idea that the CDC that the Office on Smoking and Health, for all practical purposes, was closed. Okay. And this, despite smoking cessation, was the number one thing she focused on while serving in the Navy, by the way. And then here was the big one. This was the double ouch. This was like the triple ouch, actually. When asked if she would report to Congress if she received any directive from the secretary or others that was anything anti-scientific or that would harm the health and well-being of the American people, her answer was just a feeble, that she said that it would believe that it would not happen. Now we're talking about the same agency that literally put out a biased, non-scientific report on mRNA vaccines and their viability. Like she literally
Eugenics.
verbally call screwed the pooch yesterday.
Eugenics. This
It was
is
supposed to
all.
be. It should have been a simple walkthrough. These were like layup questions that she blew yesterday. I mean,
Yeah, and they're
crazy.
asked for a reason right now. Like, we are facing a regime that is a bunch of eugenicists, and she's unwilling to state that she would
Well, come on, Nick. This
clearly
is
state.
ambition over position,
Yeah,
and we're seeing that across this administration and this regime.
there's a reason people don't
With
trust the government.
ambition over position, and you're seeing it with Blanche. First thing out of his mouth yesterday, "I am the president's lawyer." I mean, I am the president. I mean, I'm the attorney. I'm. What the fuck are you?
Yeah, you're the president's lawyer. You said it under oath. Like,
Said it under oath. And he also said under oath that he doesn't think that the president could run for a third term.
well, at least that's good. Like,
Well,
that's pretty clear that he can't.
Under oath today doesn't mean anything because they're not going to get charged with plagiarism. You know, I was in another.
No, like, all we have to do is enforce the fucking laws on the books. Like, lawyers, more lawyers need to. I'm not calling out all the lawyers because there are some really good lawyers out there, but like, perjury is a thing.
It's supposed to be.
It's a felony. Like, it's one of the easiest things to charge, because if you lie under oath and then do the opposite, you perjured yourself.
Not a single Senate Democrat yesterday brought up the word eugenics,
and that's
because they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. It's just such a.
Thank you, Beth. They really don't care.
Bullshit is what it is. It is bullshit, because if we can be out here saying it and it's not our job to legislate on it, they can be out there legislating on it and doing their damn job and just saying the words, because words mean things. And then all we have to do is have lawyers out there, more of them, when those words don't mean something, you charge them for perjury. Like, just use the fucking law the way that it's intended. It's not lawfare.
But that's when you have an independent judiciary and an independent Department of Justice and independent, like, look what happened in Seattle. Did you hear what happened in Seattle yesterday?
No.
So the 17 judge panel in the state of Washington recommended who the U.S. attorney would be.
Yeah.
Got confirmed. Trump fired him within the hour. As soon as he took it, right? Like, this was because he wanted his lackey in there, who had already served his 120 days or whatever it was as the U.S. acting attorney for the jurisdiction. So he made him a first assistant. So just because the 17 judge panel said, we want this guy in, I think his name was Rogoff, who was a really accomplished prosecutor, but because it wasn't, he's not going to be a lackey to Trump. He fired him. 50,
of course,
26 minutes into his post. He was, but then he wound up hiring. He's going to hire. Obviously, he hired an employment firm because what Trump has done is illegal. But it's just if you're independent, you are not going to have a job in this administration, and you're not going to have a job serving this government. Which only everybody at the end of the day, when this thing is all done, and the Democrats, we have a Democratic president, whoever that is. Right now, it wasn't like right now. My pick would be John Ossoff, because he tore
AOC.
He fucking tore into Blanche yesterday.
Yeah,
amazing.
I think we'll see what happens. I think we're gonna have a strong candidate. The thing is, if you're going to run for office for president in the United States right now, you better do it right now. Like, because you need to make it about you and not about Trump. We need to make the political environment about the person running. Like, Ossoff would be great, AOC could step in. She has a lot going for her. She needs to break away from Bernie a little bit.
Yeah, she does. I am laughing at Ashley's comment, by the way.
Oh, he's so hot, Ashley.
Laughing.
I see you. We got you, girl. The thing is, I don't really want a male ticket to run. I want a female president and a female vice president.
Period.
We need the strongest ticket possible, and I don't think men are up to the challenge right now on the Democratic side. I think I think there's so much appetite for real change.
I gotta call Ashley out right now because she just said I have a type, and I'm gonna basically say, because she's a really good friend of mine, I'm gonna say, married politicians is your type. That's your type. And I know she can't defend it right now, so it's I got her.
We love you, Ashley.
I love you, dear. You're the best. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, I think whoever's gonna run for president, okay, we're all gonna see this parse out after the elections, after the midterms. But more importantly, did you hear what got released yesterday? Was the Epstein Transparency Act version 2.
Oh, interesting.
Bipartisan, bicameral. So there were, Ann Mitchell was on just before this, and she was going over this, and she basically said, I think this is huge for everybody that missed it. This is going to allow the survivors to get the unredacted 302 FBI files.
Nice.
Okay. This will also allow anybody who has been affected by the law to sue the attorney general personally and sue the department. So this is anybody, Congress. Any one of us could, minus the married problem. Okay, take it pretty boy, smart ass.
Pretty boy Democrat smart ass in a suit.
But that's, so if you guys are interested, go search the Epstein Transparency Act 2 if you want to read up on it and, do a highlight on it, because you'll see what was different in this one that obviously failed in the first one that, and everybody should.
Which also, Katie Fang has been taking Todd Blanche to court about that.
One again.
Because it is illegal. The day when they were supposed to release the files months and months ago was when they were supposed to have released all of the files, not drips and drabs. That was the last day legally they had to release the files. They can be charged for obstruction of justice for every single day that they have failed to release those files. And Katie Fang is doing a great job right now putting a court record together.
Mm-hmm.
Because we need that. You need brave lawyers to continue doing their jobs. Mark Elias is doing his job. Katie Fang is doing her job. There's a lot of other really good lawyers out there. The contrarians are doing a lot of really hard work to save election laws and to continue keeping our rights in place. They're building the court record so that comes time to charge for treason, there's a record for it.
Well, here's the thing. Technically, can they be charged with treason if they were executing the orders under the executive?
Well, if that executive is a traitor and you are following a traitor who is building a new government on top of the Constitution in an unconstitutional way, then yes, I think you can.
This is the legal argument that would get parsed out in federal court. If the Supreme Court has said that every official act that the president does is valid and legal, okay, and he issues an order in an official capacity to a subordinate, regardless of the legality of the action.
Well, the real question is, do you believe that this Supreme Court is currently a valid court anymore?
I'm playing devil's advocate. I think the guy we need to have fucking Nuremberg trial when this is fucking done. So
no, that's what I'm saying. Is it And the thing is, treason is not charged by the courts. Treason is charged by Congress.
It's a political.
So we don't need to worry about a court decision for treason.
Well,
they're building a court record so that the lawyers who are all involved around it have very specific, but Congress charges treason. That is a congressional mandate. That is a congressional act, is charging treason. I don't need a court record for treason. And there's really only one punishment.
It's both, actually. The U.S. DOJ, it's both. Under Article 3, Section 3 of the Constitution, treason is narrowly defined as only levying war against the government or giving aid and comfort to its enemies. Okay? So
they're levying war against our government right now.
They're levying war
against a plan. They wrote a plan called Project 2025, and they're executing that plan to place another governmental system on top of the Constitution. They are creating the Second Confederacy. That is treason.
So
by definition, they're anti-constitutional. I think we should be talking about things like this a lot more, and eugenics and the way that it's being implemented to harm the citizenry of the nation on purpose is treasonous. You've talked about it, destroying health and human services. That is a national security threat.
Well, that's waging war against the people. That's
waging war against the people of the United States.
So what I'm saying is we are saying these things, but then this is where the attorneys get involved, because, when does policy become treason?
Yeah, but I don't care about the Supreme Court decision, because Supreme Court decisions can be undone.
No, I'm not even talking about that.
I don't care about their precedent that a president has immunity in any way.
I know, Nick, but I'm talking about the and this is where, not being an attorney, I can't.
Yeah. Neither of us are attorneys.
Right. Well, neither of us are attorneys. So here's the thing. So let's, for example, in Florida, if you're convicted of treason against the state of Florida is not less than 5.5 years and not more than 30 years imprisonment. In cases of treason, the governor may grant reprieves until adjournment of the regular session of the legislature, convening next after the conviction, at which session the legislature may grant a pardon or further reprieve. Otherwise, the sentence shall be executed. So that's in Florida.
Yeah. So here's my thing. This is not a state level issue.
No,
this is a federal issue. It could be. Yes, it could be.
And it should be.
And each state should individually charge federal government officials who are committing treason.
New York State is an A1 felony in New York State.
Yes.
15 to 40 years
if you are attacking the state by killing its population, by purposely mandating policy that will kill its people, that's treason.
You know what? I'm going to go live in Tennessee. You know why? Because Tennessee repealed its treason law.
See, this is why I don't think we should be worrying about states, because this is not a states' rights issue.
Exactly.
This is a federal level issue where we have a second Confederate government, because these are the heirs of the Confederacy that have taken over our government. Eugenics was based off of Confederate ideals, and the KKK influenced Nazism. This is a U.S. problem. We are the exporters of fascism. We can fix that shit.
Do you know that
we need to call these people out for treason and actually charge it?
Do you understand that there's only one state in the country with their treason laws on the books that specifically specifies the method of execution?
Which state?
Vermont.
What's our execution level?
Okay, so definition in Vermont is levying war, conspiring to levy war against the state, or adhering to the enemy. This definition in Title 13, Chapter 75, Section 304 of the Vermont statutes echoes the definition found in the U.S. Constitution. Penalty: death by electrocution. Vermont criminal law maintains capital punishment specifically for treason. No other crime is punishable by death. The method of execution is specified as electrocution. And the last time it was used was 1954. And it's stored in the Vermont History Center in Bar, Vermont.
just saying.
I mean,
Green Mountain.
Out of all the 50 states, Vermont being the one.
Well, it
specifies you. We are going to plug you in and we are going to run 25,000 volts through you.
Well, let's be honest. Vermont, it was the first state after the Union was created. So we're the 14th star. Like we mirrored our republic into a state so that we could. We're also the only state that could legally secede from the Union. Texas, you cannot. My state is awesome. We've never tried to secede from the Union, but we can. Unlike you, Texas, you can't. You know, you can talk about it.
Right.
You can claim that you can legally secede, but you lost that right. You lost that right when you tried it the first time, and we took that. And the feds were like, "Yeah, fuck you. You can't do that anymore." Anyway,
so let's finish up real quick.
Yeah. Anyway, we were talking about all of the eugenics side of this. I think one, tying it back into what we were just talking about, though, on the treason side is yes. I think we should be one. You have to talk about treason for it to become something that people talk about, for it to then filter down into politics so that politicians will do their damn jobs and charge treason. I would like them to be charged with treason. Impeachment is not enough.
No, it's never enough.
It's not enough. And there's only one sentence for treason. And it would be real treason trials. It would be our form of the Nuremberg trials. It would be treason trials. And it would be for all of them involved. All of the leadership specifically. Because you cannot cut off a single head of a hydra. You have to cut the heads and the body and then destroy it and never let it come back. And you have to get to the actual root and the heart of the issue. And we can do that. We have the power. We've charged people with treason before in this nation. And there can be a name synonymous with treason that isn't Benedict Arnold.
Or Aaron Burr.
There's a lot of names that are in our current regime, the current occupant of the executive branch and his criminal organization. All of them can be charged with treason. That would stop this problem.
So here's the thing.
In a lot of ways.
The
talk about a unifying tool.
Right.
But to get there, we need courage from lawyers. We need people to keep talking about what the fuck's going on. We need folks like Eric who are putting policy out there and ideas out there that can actually do things. We need Democrats elected who are willing to do their fucking job and do it. And we need to talk about how expensive shit has become in a lot of ways, but also the medical side of it, on like the system has been torn down on purpose.
Well, yeah.
Eric ate a salad at a grocery store that he thought was clean and washed, and now is shitting himself. Like,
okay, that's a little simplistic view of it, but okay. Dickhead.
It's simplifying it to its grossest means is, but like there are outbreaks going around our country that aren't even being reported right now.
Yeah,
because the system has been purposely taken apart. All right, Eric, I know you got to go. You got stuff you got to do.
I'm just logging in. Give me a second.
While you're logging in, promote yourself real quick.
Meeting after the host admits you. You'll now be connected to the meeting.
All right.
There's Doc Eric Lulove. Go find him.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. I need to go swear myself in with the judge. So everybody have a great day.
Thanks, Eric. Have a great one, brother.
Okay.
All right. As Eric logs off, I'm going to...
Hi, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Dr. Eric Lulove, subject matter expert for the appellant.
We're going to drop Eric off there so that he doesn't have to worry about it. I'm going to remove Eric as a host just so he is off his... Everyone, go hang out with Eric. Awesome picture, by the way, from our friend Jason in the chat. Thank you so much, brother, for doing these drawings as well. They're pretty awesome. Let's close out. I want to talk one final piece because that was where I was going to loop back to, but we ran out of time. On the eugenics side is the Olmstead decision. We're going to go there. We're going to talk about Olmstead for just a couple minutes because also Eric put out a really good post about the cost that is associated. So I just want to put this post up, and the graphic really is. Let me share that screen. Put myself on the bottom. No, that's good. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share the screen. I'll make it larger so that y'all can read because it gets very tiny. Okay. Olmstead won't save us a dime. It'll cost billions. So right now, with the Olmstead memo in place, we have the DOJ. We have laws that prevent states and territories from institutionalizing people, and it allows for the least restrictive care available, so in-home and in community care. And the math is not mathing from the DHS side, and how much it will cost. And if we were to go back to what they are trying to do to pre-1999, when Olmstead was not in place, and they want to return to forced institutionalization of people, which is a eugenicist practice, is annual costs are going to just skyrocket. Annual costs are going to get way more expensive, and those annual costs are for taxpayers, which means we're going to, instead of having average community care of HCBS of just over 17,000, they want to shift it to like $55,000 in community care or in institutionalized care. Not only are they trying to take away our freedom, they want to make us pay to put ourselves into fucking institutions. So this is your call right now. Let me find my graphic for it. I'm going to put on the screen. Just go to our page. Go to broadbanner. Whoa, that's Crip Crow. Don't know why I did that one. Sorry, y'all. Go to broadbanner.com/Crip Crow, Crip-Crow, and say no to Crip Crow, so that the feds cannot dismantle the protections of folks with disabilities, because this will lead directly to dissent being labeled as a disorder. And if you are a dissenter of this regime, which most of us are, and you would fall under the Trump derangement syndrome, and you would be able to be institutionalized because of that. This is forced institution. This is a issue for all of us. This is eugenics. This is a eugenics practice to institutionalize people like this on a mass scale. This will immensely impact our care levels, because once you get institutionalized, don't forget, we don't have the institutions available right now in the US to handle this. We do have warehouses. They want to warehouse us is probably a better way to put this. They want to warehouse us, not institutionalize us. They want to warehouse us. They want to put us away. They'll start with people with disabilities. They'll start with prisoners, and then they will very quickly move to dissident, and they will label Trump derangement syndrome. They will put it into the DSM. They will make it official, and then they will institutionalize people with it. We've done it before in U.S. history. It is not a new thing in our history. We have to prevent it by codifying these rights into law. So go to broadbanner.com/Crip-Crow and get yourself notified when we have new updates. Make sure that you are following the scripts, reading up on the legislation and the legislative asks that we've put out. And if you have questions and are interested in knowing more, again, sign up to stay informed, but also reach out to either myself or Naida Green and the Disability Community for Democracy so that we are aware of what you are interested in hearing more about on this issue. Or if you know somebody that is in office, if you know your legislator, your senator, or your representative have a disability or are family members of somebody with a disability who is going to be impacted by this, make sure to bring it home when you discuss it with them. Talk about it in real terms. Make sure they understand. Yeah, but the American Psychiatric Association can easily be paid off to change the DSM. We have protest psychosis. We have other stupid shit on the board or on the list of psychiatric conditions like in America. Like the American Psychiatric Association is a good association overall, and we live in the time of fascism. Don't expect the institution itself to save itself. We have to be the ones who push back. Like, we cannot believe that the association is going to stand up when every other association that we have seems to keep falling over and folding. So we need to be the ones putting pressure on them. If we want them to never change the DSM and add it, then we have to be the ones calling it out. Sorry, losing my voice a bit. So I'm going to end it there because I think I don't want to go too far. I just wanted to make sure we had our call out, and our shout out today on one of our shows is go discuss Crip Crow. Let me pull up our page. Our other page is Say No to Crip Crow with us. That's what we want. We want you to take action with us. So come join us, come follow, come listen, and understand what's going on, because dissent is going to be criminalized. Veterans who dissent, who use the VA, are going to get criminalized for their actions, because they know that as veterans start coming together and we have a single mission, we're a very, very, very hard group to stop. And guess what, y'all? The veterans are coming out. The veterans are not backing down. The veteran community is fucking mad. I'm part of the veteran community and I'm mad. And we're going to win this. And we're going to say no to Crip Crow. We're going to do it together. We're not going to allow states and institutions to be able to, and territories to be able to forcibly institutionalize us. We never will. So, say no to Crip Crow with us. Go have a good afternoon. I'm going to go promote myself here. Again, go support my friend Doc Eric Lulov and all the wonderful work that he does. And all the just, I love Eric. He's a good dude. He's putting a lot out, and he's supporting all of us. Then come be a subscriber here at Sick of This Shit Publications. Come be part of the new way forward. Come help build this community where it's collaboration over competition, where we are saying no to Crip Crow, where we're advocating openly and loudly for disability rights, where we are working to make a space that is open for everyone, but also very direct and very honest on where we are. And so we want you guys to say no to Crip Crow with us. We want you guys to support Sick of This Shit Publications. I want you to. This helps me continue to grow and build. We're doing a 20% off discount right now for all new paid subscribers, forever 20 off for Disability Pride Month, ends at the end of July. So please come become a new paid subscriber if you can afford to. I know the economy can be rough right now. And if you can't, be a free subscriber. Help us get to 10,000 free subscribers here on Substack. We're just about at the 9,000 mark. So help us get over that 10,000 hump and continue growing and expanding this as large as we can to get as many people on board to help us have a movement that actually makes real change. So thanks, everyone. Go have a great afternoon. We're done being sick of this shit here. And so now We're really doing this shit. Have a great one, everyone.